Throughout my 5-year career as a graphic designer, I've made hundreds of designs. Thanks to this, I can easily recreate every work I see. So in this video, I recreated every famous YouTuber thumbnail. If you want to learn how, just watch this video. And we're gonna start with Ryan Trahan, and to be honest, I didn't see many tutorials of Ryan Trahan's thumbnails, and when I saw any, they were terrible. Like, most of the people just showing you the easiest possible thumbnails where you need to add background, text and person, and that's it. Thumbnails like that you can make even in Canva, but now Ryan makes more photo manipulation thumbnails just like that. So we start with looking for good elements to our thumbnail. In this case, we need doors, Ryan and some background, rest belong to us. And just a quick reminder, you can use any photo of yourself, you just need to make sure it fits well. And when we finish fitting every element, we should focus on adjusting our photo. In this case, we're going to lower the brightness and increase the contrast for the shadows, while doing the opposite for the highlight. And to make sure you're painting them well, you can do the same thing as I do. Now we can add some curves and shadows below hand to make it look realistic. To make this opinion square, we're gonna use a shape tool and try to recreate it just like that. To make a light effect, we can use a gradient tool, just copy my settings and do it. We can also add flare like I did, but it's not necessary. MagnetsMedia thumbnails look fantastic. The secret of these thumbnails are beautiful renders of characters. These renders you cannot find on the internet, so we have to make them on our own. In this case, we're gonna use openart.ai. All you need to do is just to write description of your render, and if you want to, you can also add some examples for AI to make it even better. For background, we use a simple dark blue gradient. To make our main character look better, we do the same thing as previously. Just copy what I do. And if you want PSD file of these thumbnails, you can download them from the link in the description. To fit characters from behind, we'll change the layer style to multiply and lower the opacity. Sadly, I forgot to resume recording and I didn't record how to make this lights and money effect, but if you want them, you can just download the PSD file from description. Now, to make our text, we need to add paper texture. In my case, I had to do it on my own, but I would recommend you just spend more time on research than me. You can also copy this from the PSD file. We're going to add gradients to the text that fades from dark blue to light blue. And at the end, we add some noise and textures that you can copy from my work, and that's it. Iman Gadzhi used very easy thumbnail style. Most of the time it's just his photo with some elements like text or shapes. So we start with adding text, then we change some settings adding gradient and inner glow. I've already done Iman's thumbnail one day, so I'ma help myself with my previous PSD file. But don't worry about all the thumbnails from today, you can download them in the description. When we finish making the text, it's time for the squares you can see right here. I also added gradient, inner glow and shadows on them. and I changed the gradient on my text to more bluish. Now the last thing left is to add some elements to our squares. At the end I tried to make color correction to make it look even better, and I think I done this very good. It might surprise you, but they start with just a photo, meaning there is not much work needed in Photoshop, but with a little creativity and some Photoshop skills we can create our very own fake GQ thumbnail that look just as impressive. First, we need to add background. To make it, we're just gonna use light blue fill and dark blue on the side. Then we add our photo and table. After this, we add some extra elements and we paint realistic shadows. If you want to know how to paint realistic shadows, you definitely should watch this tutorial from Benny Production. I have learned so much from this guy and I can recommend you him every day and every night.